hope I don't get a lot of hate for this video because I'm not actually doing any balloon animals in this video. But I am starting to get a lot of questions through email and messages and comments and whatnot that I try to answer them all, but I get a lot of the same questions over and over. So I figured I'd start making videos to answer some of the most popular questions that I get. And I'm going to start right now. So my question of the day is from DeesFABArt. Hello. And she wants to know, she says, you are so good at all the balloon twisting. May I ask, how did you learn? And for how long have you done this? Excellent question. Let's see, how did I learn? I guess I've never told this story, really. When I was a little girl, my dad was in the Air Force, in the military, and he'd go away out of town a lot. And when he came back, he'd always bring us a present, me and my sister. And one time when he came back, he brought one of those cheesy little balloon making kits. So we were all a family trying to like make balloon dogs and giraffes and sorry about that. I have my camera balancing on top of my monitor. It's not very steady. I need to come up with a better solution for this, but I didn't feel like standing in my studio and being awkward. So where was I? Yes, my dad brought home a cheesy balloon kit, and we were all trying to figure out how to make dogs and basic stuff that was in the kit. Cheap balloons. It was like a little squeezy hand pump that you have to squeeze like this. Like you have to squeeze it a million times to blow up the balloon. Yeah, that's all I had in the beginning, and I really enjoyed it. So I took all the balloons from that kit and kind of, I guess, took them to my room. And I would just play up in my room. I'd make balloon dogs, draw faces, and give them all different personalities and stuff. And I'd play with them like girls play with Barbies. I was playing with balloon dogs that I would make. So it's kind of cool because I could make my own toys. I was always very crafty and handy and always making something. So it was natural for me to make my own stuff to play with. Anyway, I did that till I ran out of balloons. Then, I don't know, a few years later, my parents found a better balloon kit. I think this one wasn't actually put out by Qualitex. It came in like this big box. It had Qualitex balloons in it and a nice big, really well done book with lots of pictures. There's a picture for each step. So I learned how to make a lot of the basic 1 and 2 balloon animals with that. Had a lot of problems with things that I think are so simple now. I remember being so hard for me, and I was still a little kid, you know, I had little hands and hadn't ever seen anybody make a balloon animal before, really. When I was a kid, parents, at least at the parties I went to, parents weren't shelling out money to have clowns and balloon artists come. We would play games for prizes and eat cake and play in the backyard and climb trees and stuff. So I didn't even know that being a balloon artist was like a thing, a job. So I was just learning on my own from these books because I really enjoyed doing it. So for Christmas they'd get me new kits every now and then back then they were actually selling Qualitex balloons at Party Cities, and so I would buy bags of balloons at Party City and practice, and I had a lot of fun with it. I remember, I'm trying to think what was the most difficult thing for me back then. They had this really cool picture of like a bunch of grapes that they made with balloons, and so it's just bubbles. Like you just made a string of pearls and twist it all up to be a bunch of grapes. And I could not do the string of pearls, the little bubble. I couldn't do a whole balloon in bubbles. I couldn't figure out the way to hold it so it wouldn't come undone. Pinch twists were really difficult when I was little. So don't be discouraged if those things are difficult for you now, because it's hard for everybody who starts. Anyway, long story short, fast forward to middle school. My mom was going to a college here in Texas, and she saw a flyer that a balloon artist was going to be at the college for some reason. She knew I had been into it as a little kid, so she brought me up to the campus and we watched this guy for like 2 hours. I just stood there and watched him. I'd never seen anybody make the things he was making. He was doing the Warner Brothers characters, he was doing Marvin the Martian, Mickey Mouse, Pooh Bear. just every Tasmanian Devil, Tweety. I was just in awe. So as soon as we left that day, I remember coming home, digging out my old bag of balloons, and I had his flyer, and I was looking at the pictures on the flyer, trying to remember how he made stuff, and I was just practicing, trying to do the things that I saw him making. And so that really took me to another level of things that I didn't even know were possible. They looked so like the real cartoon characters, and I just never seen a balloon animal that was more than 1 or 2 balloons. So that was a big learning experience for me. And after that, I remember making balloon animals for school projects and using them a lot more. Then we saw there was a tour coming to town where they were doing balloon classes. We went, met some other balloon artists in the area who taught us some more stuff. I actually worked for another balloon artist in town here for a while. I'm kind of the type of person who I work better for myself, let's just say. So after a little while working for someone else, I decided I wanted to give it a try on my own. So me and my sister started our own business called the Twister Sisters, and we've been doing it ever since. And we're doing really well. It's a lot of fun. So that is how I learned. That's like our history, kind of. And let's see, how long have you done this? Oh, same. I can answer that question too. So ever since I was a little girl, and my dad brought home that first balloon kit. But professionally, for money, we've been twisting since about, we started our own business in 2005. Yeah, I think that's right, 2005. So we've been twisting professionally probably since, I think it was 2003 or 4. So a few years now. I guess almost 10 years. Wow, that's pretty crazy. But anyway, I hope that answers your question. If you guys like this video, please let me know if you don't want me to ever do anything like this again, or if you enjoyed having me answer questions on the video like this. I think I would enjoy watching this, but I don't know if you guys will. So let me know, and I can hopefully do more videos like this for you in the future. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!